Well, Stabber, season kicking off this Friday. It's been a long pre-season, so I guess if that's a place to start, how have you found pre-season? How do you evaluate how well you've gone this pre-season?
Yeah, I thought the boys have done quite well pre-season. I probably expected the injured boys from last year to come back a lot quicker than what they have done. Obviously, we've still got probably 3 or 4 players that aren't up to 100% fitness, and unfortunately, we think we might have lost Marian with a knee injury the last couple of days, so he's got to go see a surgeon, I believe, tomorrow. So that's a bit of a drawback, so to speak.
And with the other boys that were injured, without giving too much away, obviously, where do you see them fitting back into the squad, and at what period in the season?
Just for example, like Jacob Colosimo, he's come on for 20 minutes here and there, and I think he's probably still about 4 to 5 weeks away, and Ben Surrey's probably 3 to 4 weeks away. Josh, again, he's probably 3 or 4 weeks away. So, these boys, obviously, they've got, a lot of hard work ahead of them.
That said, the squad is looking pretty solid as it is. A couple of new signings, and also signings that'll add depth, not necessarily first 11 players. Can you talk us through the signings that you have made and what you think of them? Yeah,
obviously Barra's come back, and Barra, his talent speaks within itself, and he's a quality finisher, and holds the ball up well for us, and hopefully he can score some goals. And Adrian Zara, obviously, the first time I seen him was 2 nights ago, and I was quite impressed with his acceleration and his touch, so that's a huge bonus. And we signed Adrian from Box Hill, and Alex Doe. I thought Alex has been exceptional during pre-season, and his commitment to want to work and listen is brilliant.
And again, going back to pre-season, obviously we've had the Vic Crow Cup, we've had a number of one-off games against NPL opponents. How have you evaluated the performance of the boys in those games?
Up and down, yeah. Obviously pre-season doesn't, you don't read too much into pre-season, and I don't think we won too many games, like 1 or 2, but obviously you change things around, and to be perfectly honest, for us, the season started last Friday night for the Charity Shield against South Melbourne, and I thought we did quite well with having 5 players out, and I firmly believe that they had their full team, and we ended up getting beaten 2-1, and 2 stupid errors in the last 10 minutes cost us the game.
And just on that game, obviously South Melbourne are sort of there to be shot at this season, given that they were the winners last season. Having played them, what did you make of them?
I think they're a good team. They're well organised, and Chris has got them working quite hard. Obviously, when you've got to sign quality as they did, it's you're off to a good start, and if they gel, I think they'll be up there again.
And aside from South Melbourne, looking at the rest of the league, who do you sort of see as the teams you want to beat this season, the real hard teams that have a chance of winning the thing?
Oh, it goes without saying, the people that spend a lot of money. Look at Bentleys and the Oakleys, and Port Melbourne this year, I believe, have spent a bit of money and signed some quality. So I think this year's going to be a really, really tough year for everybody. I don't think there's no real exceptional teams. So it's going to be close, and I think it'll be interesting.
And I guess on the other side of that, looking at us, looking inwards, how confident are you of success this season?
Oh yeah, if we keep our say 11 or 14 players quite fit, I think we've got a squad to contend with the top 3, top 4. No questions about that.
And I guess this is not the only competition the club plays in this season, and we have a taste of that from last season playing the FA Cup. Is that something that's a bit distant to think about at this point in time, or is it a real aim for you to win, go far in the FA Cup?
Oh, FA Cup is huge. It's definitely we're thinking about it straight away. It's a long season. We've got finals this year. I think we play 30 games, and you've got FFA Cup. You also got the Doherty Cup, which was great for us last year, winning that, and it's going to be a big year. And I mean, as I said before, as long as we keep our 14 players fit, I think we'll have a fairly good season.
And just a final question, obviously with the game kicking off on Friday, the season kicking off, what do you make of Avondale? What do you know about them?
Well, got to give them full credit. They've been promoted, I think, 3 years in a row, and they've signed some quality players, a lot of experience. What I've been told and what I've seen is that they work exceptionally hard. So it's not going to be an easy game, and as you know, when anyone comes to Melbourne Knights Stadium, we always want to beat Melbourne Knights, and there was a proven fact at the Croatian tournament last weekend. So it's going to be a tough game.